you're new here, my name is Alexandra, and in today's video I'm gonna do this back to school or back to the office makeup look. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it yet. It's a super easy look to do. This is the look I usually used to do when I used to go to the office. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Before we get started, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel please, and ring the notifications bell. And without further ado, let's get on with the look. Okay, so we all know that in the morning we don't really have a lot of time. So this is gonna be like a super quick makeup routine. Well, this is actually the routine I used to do when I used to go to work at the office, but now because of COVID, I no longer work at the office. I work from home, so there's no air conditioning. Crap! Listen, turn off. Damn it! There we go. Okay. Rewind. So, as I was saying, this is what I used to do every single day, and it's a super easy look. I didn't even know if I should film this, but I thought, why not? And yeah, I know a lot of my friends, they don't do like a full glam makeup look. People ask me to do like a more simple look and a more like going to back to school, a go to the office look or whatever, something like that. So I thought, why not do the look I used to do when I used to go to the office? So let's get on with the video. Okay, so the first thing I do, but I'm not gonna do it on camera, is wash my face and moisturize in the morning and also hydrate my under eyes. I already did a skincare routine video, so I'm gonna link that up here so you guys can check it out. I don't have a skincare routine that's always the same, it keeps on changing. So this is the one that I'm doing now. I'm gonna have a new one. I'm gonna post a video about it. So for now, first thing I do is prime. So after I hydrate with my moisturizer, I prime with a primer. So this is Hangover Primer from Too Faced. I like to give it a little shake. I don't prime a lot. Sometimes I don't prime. It depends on the day actually. I just take like a very small dollop, something like this, not a lot. And usually I prime where I'm the driest. So that's like my chin, my cheek area, and my forehead. And a bit of the nose. I'm gonna put my hair back because it's driving me insane. By the way, I got these new earrings the other day. They're super good. Well, I already had these, but I never wore them, so I thought, why not? And I got this one. This one's fake gold, but these are actually like real gold, and I think they're super cute. I like the combination. Okay, so after priming, I'm gonna set. No, I'm not gonna set. I'm gonna add foundation. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Accord Parfait foundation. This one is in the shade 3D, so I just give it a little shake. When I go to the office, I always use a brush to do my foundation because it's a lot quicker than the beauty blender. With the beauty blender, I just take my time. Usually in the mornings, I have no time. And I don't add a lot of foundation, just like a small drop, like maybe half a pump, and blending it out with the brush. And this foundation is a little bit darker than my skin tone, but because I'm so fair, I'd rather use a darker foundation. Just maybe like half a shade darker than my actual skin tone. I don't know why I'm holding my hand like this, as if I would lose balance. I added a bit more, just like on the areas where I feel like I need more foundation, like just this area in general. Okay. By the way, I'm still working with the camera. I'm trying out another filter and I'm working with the like lighting situation. So yeah, that was like super quick with the brush. Okay, now it's time for some concealer. I always add concealer just because my under eyes are super dark. And yeah, I just need concealer. So I usually use the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, which is super affordable. And this one is in the shade Cashew, but I'm a little bit too fair for this one. So I'm gonna use my Too Faced one, and this one is in the shade Light Beige. And what I do is I add a tiny bit right here, and then also where I feel like I need a bit more coverage. And I also prime my lids with it. Okay, so for this part, I do use a beauty blender just because I feel like it's better than a brush, and because there's not a lot of concealer and there's not a lot to blend out. It's real quick. And as you can see, I also primed my lids with the same concealer. We don't have time for primer and a different concealer and whatever, so I just use the same one. So I'm just gonna blend this out super quick. And now I'm gonna set everything. I use my setting powder from RCMA. This is not the original RCMA container, but this is one from NYX, so I just put it here because it's a lot easier to use. My cat is in here. Simba! Do you want to say hello? Oh, look who's there. Oh, hello. You didn't like the camera? So, as I was saying before I got interrupted by my little cat, I'm gonna set everything with the beauty blender. So first I add it to both sides and then I pat it down. Then I take a bit more and just set right here as well and blend it in. And also set the forehead and the brows. The reason why I set the brows is because I'm gonna go in with some brow pomade. I don't want them to be too sticky. So for my brows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony, which is this one right here. This is my favorite shade. And I don't use a lot because, as I said, in the mornings I don't have a lot of time. I have like about 10 minutes to do my makeup routine. So I'm just gonna add this throughout the brow very lightly. I'm not going to be too specific, as if I were to do a full glam look. Brushing this through, as you can see, and then I'm going to use the spoolie to comb it. Just like so. As you can see, the difference is very, very minimal, but it adds a little something. So I'm just going to do the other brow off camera and I'll be right back. In order to set my brows, I just use my L'Oreal Brow Artist. This one is in the shade Medium Dark. I just comb it through. Okay, now that we're done with the brows, it's time for some eyeshadow. I don't add a lot of eyeshadow. I just add like a neutral brown and that's it, just to have something on. So I'm just gonna use my palette from the Dose of Colors Daisy X Cake collection, which is this beautiful palette right here. And I'm going to go in with the shade Necessary, which is this one right here. You can use any neutral brown that you have on hand. And I'm going to use my blender brush from Beauty Bay, and it's their Round the Blend brush. So I'm just going to add some of the brown in my crease to set that concealer. Great. Cat hair is everywhere now because Simba decided to enter my room. Well, it wasn't his fault. Of course, Alex left the door open and he could get in. Okay, so as you can see, I just added a tiny bit of neutral brown to my crease, and then I'm going to add the same brown to my lower lash line. And I'm just using my small eye brush from Ubu. So I'm just gonna add the same brown a bit. Then I'm going to take the shade Basic, which is this one right here. And with the same brush from Ubu, just add it to my lid real quick, because I just want to set that concealer with something. Today is such a horrible day. It's raining here where I live, and in most of Spain it's snowing. So I wish it would have snowed here, because might as well since it's super cold, but no, we just get rain here. Anyway, taking that same blender brush from Beauty Bay and making sure everything is blended one more time. Okay, now it's time for some eyeliner. So I'm just gonna use my Kat Von D eyeliner in the shade Trooper Black to outline and to like create the shape, and then I fill it in with another eyeliner. So I'm just gonna create a very, very thin wing. And now I'm gonna fill it in with my NYX liquid, I was gonna say liquid lipstick, my NYX liquid liner in the shade black, and it's also matte. It's the same one I always use. And I'm just gonna fill the rest in. Sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I don't add eyeliner, I'll just add mascara. But if I'm not in a huge hurry, then I'll add some liquid liner as well. Next up, I use mascara, of course. So I use my L'Oreal Lash Sensational Mascara, and I just comb my top and bottom lashes. Okay, now that we're done with the eyes, I'm gonna move on to the rest of the face, which is super quick. First, I'm gonna use one of my favorite bronzers. This one is from Hourglass and it's in the shade Radiant Light. And I'm gonna take a dual fiber brush, which is this one right here. So this one from Better. And I'm just gonna bronze up to the usual places. So like my cheeks, a bit on the nose, on the jawline, and also the forehead. I don't usually wear blush, so I use the bronzer almost as a blush. So sometimes I just add it a bit on the cheeks as well. And as a contour, I'm gonna use my Hoola contour right here, and I'm gonna use it on my brush from Zoeva, which is the 109 Luxe Face Paintbrush. I don't add a lot of contour when I go to the office, I just add like a small amount. And then what's left of it, I'll just add it a bit to the forehead. Okay, moving on to highlighter, I'm gonna use my Jouer highlighter in the shade Skinny Dip, which is this one right here. I don't wanna wiggle it too much because this one already broke once, and I just had to like place it back, and yeah, as you can see, it's a bit used and abused, so I don't want to move it around too much. I do have another one, I have a new one, but I only use that one for when I travel. I don't know what this is. So yeah, I always add my highlighter with one of these brushes from Morphe. I can never remember the name of this one, but you know which one it is, like the one from the gold collection. I don't think it's available anymore. And I just add a tiny bit of highlighter. I don't add a lot of highlighter when I go to the office just because I don't want to be too glam. Well, for me at least, this is a small amount. And whatever's left on the brush, I just add it to my forehead, to the chin, and on the nose. And now I'm gonna take my Morphe M431 brush, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna add the highlighter to my inner corner. Okay, next up, moving on to the lips. So first I'm gonna outline my lips with my lip liner from Colourpop in the shade BFF. It's very tiny at the moment. I do have a new one, but I don't want to throw it away until I finish it. And I always tend to overline my lips a bit, just because it gives a beautiful, I don't know, it looks more full. And now I'm going to add my liquid lipstick from Jouer in the shade Noisette. This one right here, it's one of my favorite liquid lipsticks. I don't add a lot because it's pretty dark for me now, especially since I'm a lot more fair than usual. So I'm just going to add a bit. Now I'm gonna go in with the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Celebrity Skin, which is this one right here. I'm just gonna add this to the center and then patting it with my finger. And this is the finished look. It was super quick and easy, as you saw. I think it only took about, well, obviously because I'm filming it takes a lot longer, but usually it takes me about 7 to 10 minutes maximum. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you liked the look. Leave me a comment down below, let me know what other videos you would like for me to do. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video as always. Bye!